Well, that's nice. I've just been talking my brains out here without no mic on. But anyways, I'm bringing in what's called, I call it the Athena. It's my own design, my own build. She is a dreadnought. Okay. She's got lots of guns, lots of stuff. She's designed for just blow holes in things and not worry about, the consequences. But I have to bring her in a specific way, because if I try to bring her in with fully armed, her size class is actually too big for the server to allow that to be spawned in. So I had to take this armor and take off a few other things too. I've got to finish it up. It looks really cool. Really looks really nice. Just need to finish up the build and everything. Oops, I need to go back and get that small vessel. There's a couple of POIs that we're going to be doing. We just got to find them though. That's the only problem. And they're real good for resources that we need. It'll be a lot of salvaging. But I need this other small vessel that I have over here, and we'll dock it to this one. Ooh, I mean, it's real small. It's tiny compared to this thing, and it moves like super fast. It's crazy. All right. I mean, granted, this small vessel here is not, no shabby thing either, but this is an itty bitty one. All right, let's power up. I mean, boom, yeah, see, look at that, zoom. Zoom. So yeah, docking this thing is not that easiest thing to do. Probably should change the thrusters on this thing so it's not so touchy. You basically just tap the keys here. There we go. All right, now that's done. All right, let's take off and get going. If you have this game and would want to join, come on, bring it. You can become a pirate like me, or someone who's going to die by the pirates. Gar, matey, we need new pirates open here. All right, I already got the system, the Kestrel Prime 2. We're going to go there. There's a couple good POIs here that we're going to kind of shoot what turrets we need to in order to somewhat disarm it, and then we'll finish taking away, go there and take the rest of it out. But should be in this asteroid field right here. All right, so let's go ahead and lock target. Let's go ahead and head that way. Now, I could go in with guns ablazing, blow things all to hell.
It's beds.
1 second, people. Be right back. All right, just give my son a few medications. Got the sniffles. All right, here we go. Now, what we're looking for isn't very easy to find. It's kind of difficult. And it just doesn't pop up very easy. But hopefully, we'll be able to track it down. It doesn't come up on radar unless you're just extremely close to it. We'll just kind of circle around here. Orbital production station. Yeah, bad. I can go there and buy some. Let's see, how's our, oh yeah, we're pretty well honored with everybody. Everybody loves the pirates. Actually, they just love me, 40-ounce thieves. Okay, so like I said, we'll just kind of look around. Again, it's not real easy to find. But when you do find them, they're well worth hitting. Got lots of goodies, high-end stuff. What I'll do is I'll kind of see that just popped in. How did it even come up on radar? What is that? Yeah, see, some of this stuff doesn't come up on radar. Ah, good, thanks. All right, let's see. I'm going to kind of zoom out a little bit so I can actually see more around me. Hopefully we can find it. Oh, hello. What was that? Hey, thanks. My own son scared the hell out of me. Oh, I love it. See, that's what y'all get excited for. Oh, that's pretty good, though. I'm going to... Like I said, this thing is kind of hard to find. It's a spaceship type POI. It's not very easy to find. You got to basically just kind of stumble across it. Kind of set up like a little search pattern, maybe. You know, you might try coming in from different angles. That might help too, like coming from this angle or this angle, here or here. And you might be able to run into it that way, or even over here. Yeah, so there's a few different angles we could try, and sometimes you can find stuff a lot easier that way. Sometimes, not always. That's probably just a base of some kind. The other one's going to be an asteroid of some kind. Again, they're not very easy to find. We might try some different angles. Polaris Synthesis Factory. some goods over there. This would be a lot easier if you could find it on the radar. And I don't know why it doesn't come up on a radar. Or scanner or whatever you call it. You know, some stuff are like that. It just doesn't come up on the sensors. Unless you're just like point blank ranging with it. Which is really goofy and kind of retarded. We'll see what we can find here. Can't find it to... And what we'll do is we'll try some different angles. Yeah, it'd been nice to try to find this before. And that way I already got, you know, hey, this is where it's at type deal. We're going to go there and blow it up. But this kind of gives you an idea of what you can experience by, you know, searching. I don't think it's in the actual asteroid belt itself. I haven't checked there yet, but we'll still not finding. Put this on cruise control. Turn a little bit. And if it does pop up, awesome. So far, we can get any luck here. All right, camera. Okay, so there's a new heat signature there. It's going to be a... You know, we could space is such a vast deal that, you know, you could fly right next by it and wouldn't even know it. Totally miss it. Which does, would kind of suck, you know. Kind of made a big wide circle. All right. Come on, pop up. And there's two of these things that are here. These are supposed to be. Silicon asteroid. Oh boy. All right. Before I check the inside, what we'll do is we'll come in and add a couple different angles here. Okay, so we came in from the sun. Wasn't anything here. Let's go here. And then we'll come right back. Okay. Go back to the asteroid field. This doesn't always work, but it's how I found a couple of them. There's something new that just popped up. Okay, so this vector was no good. Now let's go ahead and find out what that is over there. What kind of ship that is. There's some goofy freighter. Okay, it's transport. All right, let's go ahead and head towards the actual asteroids. See if there's anything here. Seriously, doubt it. But we'll check anyways. All right, new demon. All right. So, I don't look like there's anything here. Let's come at it from a different vector. Okay, so it came from there. Let's try this in here. That's a party. Okay, well, we're not here to party. Aha. Target. You're back over here by the silicon. Really didn't change vectors. Oh, wait. There it is. There it is. Aha. All right. So that's one of them, I believe. That's what we're looking for right there. See? Yeah, it's pretty close to the asteroid for this time. But it's not coming up on radar. All right. First of all, I'm going to turn off all my turrets because I don't want to blow the living hell out of it. This thing's got some goofy firepower. There we go. Yeah, craziness on the firepower. Okay, so the easiest way to attack this is actually come either from above or from above it, and we're going to take out a few guns. That's what we're going to do right now. Yeah, this is a POI or like a space station in a way, but it's actually considered a ship, but it's also just a stationary target. So we have really good shields. Switch to my guns. It doesn't have shields, so this will be pretty easy to do. It's got to maintain our shields. Reload. No. Few of these missile turrets you got to take out. Trying to figure out which ones it is. Okay, that's one of them I know. I've got more laser shooting at us. See, if I use all my turrets, regular turrets, I mean, they'll just shred the living hell out of this place, and then you got nothing to salvage or anything, which kind of sucks. You know, I want to save a lot of this stuff and put it into my factory. If you've ever wanted to see a turret ward, yeah, this is a turret ward. It's got so many daggum turrets all over it. Okay, so I think of ones is it? I think this is one of them. I want to back off a little bit. Let me. Oh wait, I just did. Nice. Say I need to back off just a little bit to get my shields charged back up. All right, 3 more to go, and I think we can not safely, but actually get in there and land, because that's where that X is at. That's where you want to land at. Nice. Secondary explosion. Okay. So, how we can do is we come out of range of this thing. Okay. Go ahead and level off. All right, so we're going to jump in our small vessel. Let our shields. Ooh, hello. So I say this thing's real twitchy. Let our shields charge up. Ooh. All right, I should have. Nope. I need to get some. I need to get a few meds. Okay, yeah. Let's get some of those. Need some of these. Some of these. And some of these. That's about all the meds we will need. All right, so now what we do is we basically just zoom in there. And hopefully don't get blown up. Whoa, hello. Where am I? Crap. Oh no, this is not good. Yeah. This is what happens when things don't go right. I kind of got flung off. And yep. didn't go all so well. Big bada boom. Well, that wasn't too good. All right, well, I guess we'll spawn another one. Let's see, that was the Savannah, yeah. That was made out of carbon substrate. Boom. All right, let's spawn another one. And we need to make a couple of things. Okay, hopefully we have all the materials we need. We need a clone chamber, a taxid, and a shield generator. Oh, that's funny. Probably gonna need another generator too. A couple things we can take off, but we don't need all this. So we'll put that into the decon. Yep. All right. Now, you should do this with just a light generator, assuming you can do it without getting hit. But we'll probably do that. Output. Okay. Doesn't really matter. Again, it doesn't really matter. Shed a light on the subject. Okay. All right. So let's put Avenger oxygen in it. And we'll need a little fuel. And we'll put a little pentax in it. One stack should be fine. Oops. Okay, so can I upgrade that to... Oh, just 2 high output capacitors and 2 coils. All right, that's easy enough. All right. Oh, that's pretty simple. I think I need aluminum and platinum in order to upgrade it further. So I'll need to start carrying a little bit with me. All right. So go to materials and link to that box. Yeah, it was the aluminum foil. Yeah, platinum plates. Yeah, let's see, I don't have that stuff. Oh crap, is that the other one? Yeah, wow, we found both of them. There's the other one right there. That's pretty amazing. Okay, well, hey, we found both of them. By pure accident. All right. Go ahead and... All right, thrusters on. Okay. Let's put a few bullets in it. Just in case we need some. All right, try this thing again. First of all, it's not so damn squirrely. And I think I might take off. Oops. Ah, hell with it. Let's just go. All right. Here we go. Could be a little spot here that we can sit at. Be okay. And I think that's it. Oh, maybe not. That's okay. We have a clone chamber right here, so I should be able to spawn and get right into the ship. So. Mind stop shooting at me? There we go. Wow. Oh crap, I don't have any meds. Oh. Need a band-aid. Yes, that will work. Just dump stuff in there. Let's see. Use access. Okay, yeah, whatever. All right. Well, we got plenty of these, so we'll use these up. What's that? Fever attack. Yeah, you start getting all kinds of crazy status effects. Now I'm all sweaty. Yep, I'll start cooking here in a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm too hot. Yep. Well, hello there, guys. Ooh. Stop shooting at me anytime now. We got plenty of these meds, we'll just use those. I'm a barbecuing. Hey. I'm on fire. How does a fever attack put you on fire? Makes no sense. Matter. Well, I'm cooking. Status effects. They're just crazy. I'm just basically healing my way through it. Okay. This one? Okay. Shh. Should be behind this one of these blocks over here. It'll have the core in it. Nope, it's on the other side. Okay. All right, so it's so hard to see. Who the hell shoot at me now? Ah! All right, let's be. Okay. Now with that gone, we can go back to the med bay. And actually use the facilities here. Is there a shower around here? Yeah. Well, that's pretty insane. Is that dehydration? Yeah. All right. Now all the stress effects are gone. Eat a little bit of food. Okay, so let's go ahead and head out, out, out. And find what's left of our other ship. Yep, everything's pretty well gone. Oh, the shield generator is still here. Excellent. Ah, cool. Yeah, it kind of got boom, boom. That's all right. Get the core back now. That figures. Well, hello there, idiots. Okay, so now that we have that, go back to our other ship and bring it back down. Bring it down. Put a core on. Claim it as our own. Yeah, this thing is just so squirrely. It's got too much thrust on the... to do. See, they know it's to do stuff like that. That's how we got destroyed last one. All right. But we can do this. Okay, let's take off these shields. Let's dismantle that one. And we'll put on the heavy one. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We found the other one. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get it located, so I can go ahead and mark it. These things got a lot of good loot in it too. There we go. All right, now that it's been discovered, I can look on my map and actually see it. So we want to go back down to the other one, so we can loot it, dismantle it, stuff it in our factory. Hooray! And since we just caused minimal damage to it, a lot of good stuff on this thing that we'll be able to get. All right. All right, let's go ahead and sort out a few things. Let's see, food and meds. Yeah, shame we lost some of those meds. Oh well. Not like they're cheap to buy and easy to get, so. All right, and raw food. Got a couple combat guns. Output. And oxygen. Guns and ammo. Nice. All right. Player. Ravager. Let's go to materials, drop this on. Go to output, drop those two off. Tax it. And let's go to the output. I change from these to these. So then it won't be so squirrely, you know. Drop that in there too. And decon the rest of this. All right. Let's go collect some loot. Oh, definitely need to go to equipment. Grab me one of these so that we can claim it our own. Turn the power off. I definitely don't want to blow the generators or anything. All right, so what we'll do is we'll link up to output. This is the stuff I definitely want to keep. Don't blow up. Die. Hit him in the foot. Kills him every time. What the butt? All right. Oh yeah, these are all the juicy things. Don't mind if I do. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come back to you. Indoor plant. Ready. Okay, so what we'll do is see food and meds. Let's go raw food. Let's go output. And oxygen. All right. Vengeance. Let's go to output and you start dumping things, all these boxes over, and we'll sort this stuff out later. 4, 5, 6, 7. More ammo controllers. All right. 3. A controller. Fuel. It's kind of nice they did label on these boxes. It's kind of neat. Large fridge. Oh, it's just bits and bobs, as people call it. Beats and bulbs. Beat and bulb. Or loop controller. There wasn't no oxygen in that oxygen. There wasn't no pentaxid either. Taxid. Personal storage. Everything tools. All right. So that's all the boxes and materials and containers and stuff like that. All right. So now we just want to get in and get all the vital stuff like this right here. Antimatter tank. Okay. The antimatter warp drive. Ascension shield. All right. Okay, and we'll there's some actual loot containers that are down this way too. Looks like I got blown up or something. Well, that sucks. We got one of them. Oh well. Okay. Yep. Gen. That. Well, the server's kind of lagging at the moment. Seems like it anyways. All right, well, that's all the key stuff that's inside. All these blocks are really good. I need all of them. So definitely be taking all that stuff apart. Oh yeah. Got some other else that's important. All these extenders. CPU extenders. Alright, let's get those ones on the other end too. Here we go. There's a bunch of generators that are up there. All right, so pretty much most of this other stuff will be on the inside or outside. Weapons and thrusters and stuff like that, all that's good stuff. Concerned about any of this. Oh, something there. Right, well. Hey, got her. Yay. Alright. So there's all the human crew. All right, so now we get a whole bunch of. Look at this. This is just ridiculous. Now, just look at. This is how silly someone makes a POI. Yeah, it's just okay. I mean, you know, granted my ship is that I'll be bringing in it's called the Athena. You know, she's got a lot of turrets too. She's a massive ship though. This thing's tiny. And have that much firepower on it. Yeah. Okay, so as far as vital stuff that we wanted, I think we pretty well got it. 9 stations, okay. So at the warps, lots of weapons. Should have all the cores. Yep. Defenses, yep. Okay. All right, so now comes the boring part. And that is to actually dismantle this thing. What I think I'll do is I'll do it from this other side. So you can actually see what's going on. But when I do, usually what I do is when I go to dismantle something, I'll turn on what's called the symmetry, or not symmetry, but structural integrity. Because when you do, what that does is that'll actually do, watch this. So structural integrity turns everything bright red. Now, normally you don't want to play the game like that, but in this case, multi-turret. All right, let's go ahead and turn our weapon system on. Go to our multi-turret, because when you're dismantling, it makes it real easy to see what you're actually doing. Oh, I forgot to take the full skill out. But yeah, you're left with this big, giant, bright red. Whoa, hello. Got that still had gravity on. All right, so let's take out all the fuel. Quite a bit of fuel, and we'll get all the oxygen too. Yay! All right. It's big, it's red, it's yucky. But it makes dismantling things a lot easier. All right, before I do that, is there anything vital on me? Nope. Okay, good. And we're taking out whole blocks, so now I've actually got enough storage on this ship that I can actually pretty much take everything and not have to stop and sort out things. Or at least take out a big, huge chunk of it, anyways. I mean, we'll have to sort it out. And as long as I don't pop the core, you can salvage all this stuff. Now I don't have to do it all right now. I can actually do some more later. Now, it'd be nice if the multi-tool, instead of just doing one block at a time, would actually do like, you know, a group of blocks. That would be nice. You know, like a 3x3 section, or I don't know, something like that. Or had a selecting mode, you know, you could select between, you know, single block or multi-block. That'd be a pretty good idea. This one block at a time is just Link's hit. Didn't need the materials. Now I would just say heck with it, let's move on. We got all the good stuff that we want, but I don't need all this Xeno material. And I mean, granted, there's probably easier ways of getting Xeno material. I think there's one that you find these crystalline moons, only certain ones, and they'll have these, it's like crystal structures, but you got to dig out the core. You got to first find the core, and it's usually buried underground somewhere. Then you pop the core, and then when you tag one of the polyps or whatever it is, it breaks apart, and you pick it. You basically grab all the goodies, but you don't get the whole block. You just get the parts. Now, it's fine and all, but if you can actually get whole blocks, it's even better. Because when they break apart, you don't get 100% of the material back. That's what we're doing right here. You do get all the material back. Yeah, granted, this does take time to do this type of stuff. But hey, we're pirates. Come on, don't do that to me. Yeah, it's a lot of material here. I'll take it all, including the kitchen sink. Now, show me where the kitchen sink is. I'll take that first. At least you found both of them. You know, that's got a lot of the stuff that, the advanced stuff that we don't have to go hunt for. That's the reason why we're hitting these. Like the quantum cores, we'll need those. We'll need the auxiliary cores. You know, we need some of those. So it's got a lot of good materials that we'll need. And this server has no respawning for POI, so once you pop it, that's it. It's yours. You can either dismantle it, leave it like it is, put your own core in it, take it over, use it as a base, whatever you want to do. It's no specific way you have to do it. A lot of turrets, though. Cruise missile launchers. These are some high-end, hard to come by materials and stuff like that to make those type of weapons. Like which I think getting the Bastion shields and stuff like that with your ships. So, I mean, it takes a lot of materials, a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of farming in order to get those type of equipment or technology. I mean, I don't have to do this with the red glow to it. It just makes it easier to find and see certain stuff. Because if I take it off, I mean, you still see it stuff, but as the red glow, it makes seeing stuff a lot easier. There's no wrong way to salvage a vessel anyways, so. You know, personally, I don't like to really spend a whole lot of time going and farming for stuff. You know, ores and stuff. You know, you can get a lot of materials just by salvaging what you just conquered, or collecting what you just conquered in. You can either put it into your factory, or if you don't want to do it that way, then you can just take it, put it through a deconstructor, and you get pretty much most of the stuff back as raw materials, or at least processed materials of some sort. So it's actually a pretty good idea. You can pick up a lot of this. So much of it's pretty crazy. Usually, if you're trying to spawn a ship in, heck, go do a POI, and then you have all the materials you need in order to spawn whatever ship you want to bring in. I don't know, I might run around and do some more exploring. I'd come back and finish this out another day. Time. You know, this isn't exciting work, but it's part of the game, so. It is part of the game. Generators. Yeah, that's kind of why I put on this. Yeah, it really outlines a lot of stuff. Makes salvaging me easier, especially when you're in space and you got the dark glass, dark background. There's a lot of heavy glass here. We knocked a pretty good dent in this thing. I mean, honestly, I made this, taking this POI look pretty easy, but you got to kind of have to begin with, a pretty strong ship to begin with. You know, you just can't just go out, with your level 5 SB and go say, hey, yeah, I'm going to go take this thing out. No, it'll pretty much obliterate you. See, I was taking a lot of those big turrets out. Yeah, don't do that. And was able to take a lot of damage while I was doing that too. There's other ways to fight this thing. If you really wanted to play, all tactical and everything, yeah, you could pretty much fly around and shoot the turrets out, but there's just so many of them. Pretty crazy. They're all missile turrets. I mean, missiles are great. You got two types of got two types of cruise missiles. So you have the EMPs, which are great on shields, and then you have the regular, which do good damage against blocks and stuff. So yeah, you got the EMPs to knock out the shields, and then the heavier turrets to basically destroy the rest of the ship. But what we might do is just get all the good stuff, come back later and get the rest of it. I just kind of move around. Let me get that a little bit there. Character's kind of hungry. All right, what's on the menu today? Virax salad. Ooh, rich ramen. Num num. And a cookie. Yeah, no, I kind of get switching from side to side, doing it from one side, then go back to the other side, do the middle. Yeah. Honestly, there's no wrong way to dismantle something. But yeah, this does suck one block at a time. So it'd be nice if there's some kind of selector, you know, I want multiple blocks or one block. Yeah, we did learn something new though. When you're building your ship, if you have a bunch of crazy designs or using different types of shapes in your builds, I mean, sometimes that's what you want to do because you want to make it look nice, you want to make it look cool. But that also adds what's called size class to your build. So it makes the ship seem bigger when it actually isn't. We were doing some testing, and like a cylinder block, it takes like 3 cylinders to increase the class size, whereas a square block, just a plain square block, takes 16 square blocks before you start increasing the size class. And we're only talking about, you know, 0.01 increase, so it's not much. But when you start adding all that up, you know, it starts to add up pretty quick. So different styles, different shapes, different size, other than just a square, will definitely increase your size class of your vessel. So simplicity, in that sense, is actually the best thing. You know, literally if you want to make the most efficient ship possible. Now, granted, it's going to be ugly as hell. It's not going to be very pretty, but it'll actually be very, very good. And that's literally make a box, make a square cube. You know, if you're familiar with Star Trek, make a board cube as a fighting vessel, and that'll actually be very, very effective and efficient. You could actually put a lot of weapons on it, for one, and, you know, just being a square cube. Granted, it's not very fancy, but it would actually do better. And then as far as inside, if you didn't do anything crazy with any other wild shapes, yeah, a square is actually, this game is by far the best and most efficient design of something. Now, if you don't really care about the size class, then by all means, you know, have, nice curves and shapes and all that good stuff. Put in some piping and some cylinders and some crazy looking whatever. Yeah, you're gonna have really huge size class, but that's it. It's just gonna be increased just by the blocks itself. Now weapons and stuff like that, they do increase it too. But lights also increase your the size class. Excuse me. But mainly your blocks. Your blocks is what really. It's not just the block itself; it's just the shape of the block. 16 blocks versus one block. It's a huge jump. But if you're not too concerned about it, who cares? But see, like this server here has a minimum or a maximum size class at which you can spawn something in. So your ship cannot exceed anything bigger than that in order to use the factory to spawn it in. Now, once you got it into the game, you can go beyond that limit. There's no limit to how big you can get, but to bring it in, you've got to have it. There is that limit. So that means that a person that's got, like, say, a size class 60 ship or a size class 30 ship, you think, wow, that's going to be really big. But in actuality, it depends on how elaborate it is as to what it's going to, how big it's going to be. There's people that made, like the Stargate Atlantis ship. Not ship, well, yeah, it is, the city. You couldn't even bring that into a game now. There's such thing as too big. But there's a couple things I'd like to work on too. I'd like to work on building an actual space station. I've got some designs that they're really good. They're really good designs, but because of the limitation you have on CPU for bases, it's only 910,000. Well, can't put in a full complement of turrets, so you have to really limit yourself as far as what turrets you want to have on the base until you do things like CPU upgrades, adding quantum cores or other extenders and stuff like that. You can get yourself extra CPU that way. It's fine. And that's great. And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can add a whole bunch of crew to your base, and that'll lower your CPU cost. And crew's pretty easy to get your hands on. Granted, one crew gives you 10,000 less CPU. So it doesn't seem like much, but hell, you can get like a couple hundred crew. They don't require any power or anything like that. Oh, excuse me. They don't require any power, so because they don't require any power, you can really stack the living heck out of them. So get you 1,000 crew, and there you go. You could have one hell of a base with every single flavor of turret you want on there. Hell, he could put you a Bastion shield on the damn thing. Stuff like that. But yeah, I want to make a good space base. Space station. But I found if you build modular, that it actually works out better, because then you don't have to have, you know, all those crazy amount of extenders and stuff like that. Because if you build modular, you know, like what I like to do, me and a friend of mine, we play the same thing, playing the same pirate faction. We build modular, and what that allows us to do is we create a CV. Okay, we're going to use CVs for this. We'll create a CV that all it does is it's just for manufacturing. It'll have some couple of deconstructors, but it'll have a whole bunch of constructors on there. You know, 10 or 20. Is it 10 or it's something? Okay, there's like 24 small constructors, and I think it's like let's see here, it's like 8, 10 or so advanced constructors. And man, you can make a lot of good stuff with that type of construction power. And it doesn't require, you know, any special CPUs in order to do that. You can build a bunch of you know, just the standard ones you can build. They're pretty easy to do. You can build them out of gold. Okay, no big deal. And you get the optometer, you know, the matrices and bridges and stuff like that. So they're actually pretty. The modular is pretty easy to build. And then you know, we'll have one similar to that, but it'll be producing nothing but ammunition. And that's great, because then all you do is just supply it with a lot of, you know, the materials, raw materials, and each box is labeled, each constructor is labeled, so that you know that for the P menu or wherever you're going, you know, if you need this type of weapons, then you can get it from this particular constructor or this particular box. You don't have to go searching for everything or reset everything up. It's already been done. So that's all it does. It just makes ammunition. And you're thinking, well, why do I need that much ammunition? Well, it depends on what you're doing. Like the ship that this dreadnought I'm going to bring in, when it has its full complement of stuff, weapons, you know, it's going to have like 8 ammunition boxes. You're thinking, wow, you know, 8 ammunition. What the heck are you going to do with 8 ammunition boxes? Well, you need a lot of ammo. And you go through that much ammo, and you're thinking, wow, that's a lot of ammo. Go through, let's see, that thing shoots so much ammunition at one given time that you've got to have a huge stockpile of it. I figured out, I think I calculated that with 8 ammo boxes that are fully, there's ammo boxes that are actually just labeled, you know, artillery shells, because they're so damn heavy and so expensive to do. Or not expensive, but they're have a lot of weight to them. You'll have entire boxes made of nothing but that. This is one type of shell. And with 4 ammo boxes, it can sustain in battle for like 10 minutes. Well, I mean, that's not very long, and then you're out of ammunition. Now, you're not going to be completely out of ammunition, but for most of your big hitting weapons, yeah, you're going to be out of ammunition for it. So you got to figure out, okay, well, then I increase the ammo supply to 8 boxes doubled up. So I've got like, you know, 2 boxes of artillery shells, 2 boxes of the advanced artillery shells, I've got a crazy amount of, entire box dedicated just nothing but 15 millimeter. Entire box dedicated just nothing but upgraded, just for missiles. One box just for missiles. You're thinking, well, golly, that's a lot of missiles. Yeah, you can take into battle, 6,000 missiles, but when you got 24 turrets, okay, you're thinking, okay, if I brought in, say, 6,000 missiles, and I've got 24 turrets, and we'll just use simple numbers. Okay, I've got, I'll say 10 turrets, and each turret shoots, we'll say 100 rounds a minute. So that's, 10 times 100. So that's 1,000. And then now I have 24 of those turrets. So that's, 24,000 rounds, or 24,000, yeah. Is that right? Yeah, 1,000 rounds. I have 10 turrets. Each turret does shoots 100 rounds. I don't know, I can't think right now. Usually math is my strong suit. I can do a lot of calculations right in my head. Not tonight. Nope, ain't working. It's not working as intended. But you kind of get the idea, you'll need a lot of ammunition for things. And you come back, after a big battle, and you got to reload the damn thing. So yeah, that's why you want to create. We created a specific module, which we call it the ammo production module, which is a CV, but it's literally designed just to build ammunition. That's it. You come back in from battle and empty out all the ammo that was constructed. And then boom, you're back to going to battle again. But I've also figured out that, you can either farm for hours at a time, getting enough ammunition or enough materials to build enough ammunition to which to supply whatever you're going to go do. Or you can go buy the crap. Now you can really utilize the market in this game, and what I mean by that is you can actually buy and sell and trade a lot of different things that are on the market. By doing so, you can actually generate. This guy's selling it for, well, we'll just say you can buy it off this guy for, say, 10,000. Okay. And then this guy here, another guy is buying it from you for, say, 20,000. So you can actually utilize or do that with a lot of the goods and commodities that are in the game, and actually build yourself a pretty healthy supply of cash. And by doing that, instead of spending a lot of times mining and materials or setting up auto miners or whatever, you can just go to your nearby station and say, hey, I want to fill up my ammo boxes with ammunition, and basically just buy your ammo. Now, by doing that, it actually saves a ton of time, because producing ammunition can be very, very tedious. You got to make sure you have plenty of trees. You got to make sure you have plenty of base materials that are in there. Like you need, you can just put the raw materials in, but there's a lot of processed materials that makes building a lot faster and a lot easier. But even then, it still takes a long time to build up, a lot of ammunition. So if you just say, hey, I'm just going to go purchase need, well, then there you go. That works out it can be a little easier for you. You know, it's part of the game, going purchasing ammo. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, there is some ammunition that is extremely expensive. It's like, holy crap. You know, so, you want to buy 1,000 rounds of it, so much for your pocketbook because it just got drained. 60 million for, 1,000 rounds of ammunition. That's a bit extreme, but, you have no control over that. And if you could manufacture the ammunition, pretty sure it might be better in some cases to actually manufacture the ammunition versus just going and buying it. But most of the time, you need a lot of pentaxid. I mean, hell, you could blow through, 30 or 40,000 but pentaxid real quick. And the only way you can get that much that quick is by setting up a bunch of auto miners. Have your whole group of people, go to whatever resource you're wanting to get. Everybody drop an auto miner on the same resource. Just gotta make sure you set everything to a faction so that anyone in your faction can go there, pick up the resources, and then bring them back. There's a lot of time and effort involved in doing stuff like that. And there's no wrong way or right way to do it. Both ways are perfectly fine. It just depends on how much time you want to invest in, saying, oh yeah, I'm going to build, all my ammunition, or I'm going to, just buy my own ammunition. Both ways are perfectly fine. There's no wrong way to do it. I found buying it is not only easier, but it can actually it's easier as far as time goes, for sure. Is it cheaper? Well, it depends. I mean, an auto miner on a pentaxid spot, if you're lucky, you can probably get, maybe a couple thousand at one go, but that takes, in order to get that mount, it takes about usually about 14-15 hours or so. So it's not a very fast process, and a lot of the weapons you use do require the pentaxid crystal, refined pentaxid, and an elemental pentaxid, which is basically like the military version of it. But still, you start out with the raw crystals. So yeah, 2,000 in 14 hours, maybe 3,000 in 24 hours. It takes a long time to build up that much in one auto miner. So you're going to have, several these auto miners on several different resources in order to build your ammunition. So you can only build so much during, at one time. Now you could probably go out and maybe farm a lot of it. Yeah, for sure. Go find some asteroids, but the pentaxid asteroids, and the reason why I'm using pentaxid as an example, is for the simple fact that pentaxid is not that easy to get. I mean, it's easy to get, yes, but in vast quantities, it's not. You can making ammunition, you can blow 20,000 pentaxid crystals and still not have enough. In order to get that much you're talking about, having, a bunch of auto miners just on Pentax alone. So, I mean, if there was more people playing this this server, I would make some deals with people. Hey, I need this much materials or this particular material, and I want the quantity of this much, and I'll do what's called a parlay trade deal. I would honor the parlay, no aggression during the trade. After the trade, it'd be a safe transaction for somebody, and that'd be kind of cool. That'd be definitely cool if somebody was wanting to do something like that. But hey, if you just want to make a trade deal, and you don't say parlay, well, I might go ahead and trade with you, but then turn around and steal it back. Of course, then you probably wouldn't want to trade with me anymore. But yeah, I mean, there's some people that really enjoy, go out and mining, and that's all they want to do is just mine. Okay, great. I'll buy your stuff. Would you rather have it in cash, or you would rather trade technologies? Some people can't go to these sites like this and kill the POI. Either they don't know how, they don't have the firepower in order to do it. So there could be a couple factors in that. Whereas me, I pretty much focus on, straight combat with pretty much all my ships and stuff. So because of that, I'm more set up towards, I can definitely take something like this out fairly easy. And once you figure out one, well, then any other ones you encounter are going to be pretty easy. So I can say, hey, I could trade you a Bastion shield, or trade you, antimatter warp drive or antimatter warp tank, for this materials. And that person, wouldn't have to go out and farm the materials and in order to get lucky and eventually build one. It does take a huge amount of materials in order to build one of these things. So there's different ways you could play this game. You could be a trader. You could be me. I mean, I like playing as a pirate. I like doing what I want, when I want, how I want. Nobody's going to tell me, that you need to play the game this way, or I'm not really play the game this way, but you need to not try to just steal from everybody. Well, hey, if you don't like me stealing from you, well, build a better base. Or find a way to build you a base that it's going to be really difficult to find or encounter or something like that. Come on. Head there for a second. But, I mean, yeah, it is a PvP server, and some people are like, well, I don't want to play PvP. Well, I don't want to lose my stuff. Well, I don't play like that. I don't play to go out and hunt somebody down. Just don't want to go take their stuff. To me, that's boring. I got better things to do besides some crap like that. Now, if I find you out in Never Never Land or out in the out and about, yeah, you're gonna be fair game. Because you got stuff I want. Even though I don't want it, you still have stuff I want. But that's different. That's to me, that's the way PvP should be played. And I've played other games, like Eve Online. That was actually a pretty good. That's all PvP everywhere. even at a Empire State Station, whatever, you know, you think just because you're in Empire space, you think, oh well, yeah, I'm safe. No, you're not. I've seen people come out of trade stations and get blown all to hell. You know, granted, some of that stuff was because they were at war of some sort, at war going on. But yeah, for the most part, it was, you know, gang city. And that's usually the way it is. But, you know, hey, I'm a pirate. You know, I can either have a treaty with you or I don't have to have a treaty with you. You can either come blow me up and make my existence miserable, or who knows, make a couple bucks. Either way is all good. That's what I like about this game, and there's just so much you can do as a player and play it any way you want, how you want. You know, there's no specific way you have to play the game. You know, I'd like to see a bunch of people playing this, you know. That would be awesome. But this game isn't for everybody, and not everybody likes the PvP side of the game. Or what they call PvP is more or less dueling. Some servers have what's called PvP and PvE areas. And to me, that's not PvP. That's just a duel. Hey, let's go meet at this spot and duke it out. Wow, yeah, that's PvP now. That's a duel. And if that's the way you want to play, hey, fine. But me, I'd live on the PvP areas. That way, you know, hey, if you come over here and visit me, yeah, I'm gonna take your stuff. I'm just chit-chatting and talking shop. I've gotten actually quite a bit of this thing tore down. Quite surprised. Yeah, I do love this game. Just, I've got a lot of hours invested in this thing. I've been playing it, and I've actually do have an old save game from Alpha. I've actually been playing it since Alpha 7. But the oldest game that I saved was from an old Alpha 8 version. Definitely wouldn't play in today's game. There's no, you know, too many incompatibility issues. But I mean, I have it saved as kind of a memento, I guess you call it. You know, I've been around playing this game for a long time. Got a lot of hours invested into it. Yeah, it's wish I remember everything, but you know, that's what I make cards for. But it's pretty good. So yeah, I do enjoy the whole game. And I like these new scenarios that people come out with. You know, this is the Ascension scenario. And at first it's like, wow, this is totally different, and which it is totally different. But once you understand what's going on, then it's not so bad. But this is not the style play some people like to play, so I enjoy it. I'm sure others will too. Yeah, I kind of like what some of the stuff has been done. I love the whole idea of starting out as a specific faction. If you want to start out as play as Xerax, you can do that. If you want to start out as Polaris, you can do that. If you want to start out as Krill, you can do that. So there's that whole idea there. It's just freaking awesome. I love that. Come on. There we go. I know it's not my connection. I think we're pretty good. Yep. Looks like the let me adjust this again. There we go. Okay. Now, for some reason, this camera gets kind of boozed up a little bit. All right. Back to what we were doing. But yeah, anyways, I love the whole idea of starting out as a playable faction, or as one of the factions. That is just, to me, is just super cool. And you can play as any of the factions that are in the game. And if you don't want to play as a faction, you can actually start out as the human race and actually create yourself your own faction. You can actually start out your own and create your own faction in the game. So humans are able to do that. I started out as a pirate, so that's what I am. I'm a pirate. I say, hi, diddly dee, a pirate's life for me. Oh, it's just kind of cool. I mean, the whole idea of playing a pirate is just, to me, is just pretty cool. You know, and once you get the, once you try out, you know, different scenarios or whatever, you might, you'll enjoy, you know, you enjoy the game. And the basic vanilla version of the game is, it's pretty good. But these scenarios that people make, you know, kind of take the game just that little bit beyond than just, you know, just the basics. You know, there's several different scenarios that are out there that you can always try out. Find out one that you like the most and stick with it. You know, some are pretty good, some are pretty eh. You know, and some don't get updated very often. But you can't compare one scenario to the next because everything is between some scenarios are completely different. You know, one does this, the other one does this, you know, or vice versa, or whatever the case may be. You know, so you can't just compare one to the other and think that, oh, both of them are going to be the same. And they're not. They're not going to be that way. Yeah, they may have some similar aspects to it. But the two will play totally different. And even in the ship building or the ship design or whatever, from one scenario to the next, it's going to be completely different too. You know, one may require a lot of something, and the other one may require not as much. You know, so the actual ship building can be different. The amount of components can be different. You know, just because what's one thruster here works great on this one doesn't mean that it's going to work good on the next one. So, you know, there's stuff like that you'll find. Get all this glass so I can see it. Yeah, probably what I'll do is I'll go ahead and finish doing this one. We'll go ahead, unload, dump stuff into the factory, and then probably go do a little bit of exploring. Now I do need some more of those tropic plasma cells, I think they're called. And get some more of those. So I got a good place to go get that. Killing a bunch of dudes. Or maybe just go out and just explore the galaxy. Jump into different sites, combat sites, exploration sites. You know, just kind of go around and explore things. You know, this is a pretty big galaxy, so why not? think that in itself would be a lot of fun. See some, land on some different planets. Change things. Maybe hunt down for a new home. And currently what we got is pretty good. No doubt about it. I feel that my base there currently is pretty well defended. Oh, don't do that. It's pretty good as far as the defenses go. Security, everything like that. I don't care if people know where I live, even where I live at. Don't bother me a bit. And if I'm not online, you can't go destroy my base anyways. Offline protection. That's one thing that's nice about this game. Have that offline protection is really nice. But that new ship I want to bring in, that thing's massive. I mean, this ship compared to this current ship that I'm in, Ravager, next to it will look like a tiny little fly. It'll be really considered a small vessel. And to me, my Athena is, to me, would be considered, I guess, end game ship, because it'll have a lot of end game devices in it, weapons, things like that. I've got a bunch of legacy turrets that I'm going to throw on it too. Granted, those things take up a stupid amount of CPU, but they're just so good. Just very, very powerful. Got a huge range. But the ammunition for them, you can't build it. And it's extremely expensive. Well, that ship's is designed to not care about what's left of the ship or base that you're fighting, because it just blows holes in things. It's like, nah, I didn't need those cores. No, I didn't need those turrets. get this little area over here. I think this base exceeded the turret limit. Little pieces here and there I missed. Yeah, that's why I got it. I like the red on, because you can really see stuff you missed. I just wish that the developers of this game would optimize it. I've got a wicked system. I've got a wicked video card, and the frame rates I get on some of this stuff is just pretty crap. I just wish they would go in and optimize it. That would be phenomenal. I would love that they would do that instead of trying to do other things with the game. Just go in and optimize the damn thing and make the game run better, make the game play better. And that can be done. I don't know how it would be done, but I know it could be done. And, you know, polish the game, make it look nice. You know, for machines that have multiple cores, you know, me, I'm running a Threadripper, which has 12 cores and 24 threads. You know, and this game doesn't utilize any of that stuff. It's like one, so doesn't really utilize all the cores and stuff that's available. You know, optimize it, it would play better, run better, would look better. There's nothing bad about doing that to the game. It's just a win-win situation. This game has just a lot of potential for it to be a very good game. You know, I like it. You know, if you've ever played EVE Online, I really enjoyed playing that game. And you know, I've got an old character that's got, you know, a stupid amount of training points on it. But that was one thing I didn't like about it. You know, you had to spend a stupid amount of years before you could actually do anything worthwhile in game. Whereas this one here, you know, you don't have to do anything like that. That one there, you had to actually, ships that you bought were, you know, specifically designed models. You couldn't design anything yourself. And I think, you know, there will probably be some of those designs that are in that game that you could probably build here and could possibly be a pretty cool ship. A few of those ships that were there were actually pretty cool. You know, for me, that'd be a pretty neat deal. You know, I'm a pretty decent builder. I wouldn't say I'm the best, that's for damn sure. I know that. You know, I build for functionality over aesthetics. So, you know, I'll build one hell of a ship. Good at one particular thing. And or excel at one particular thing. Oh, excuse me. But it's not going to look very pretty. You know, this next ship that I'm bringing in, the Athena, you know, it is my own design. Okay, and it's, in a way, it looks, it's kind of hard to describe how it looks, but the big thing about it is that it's completely unique. It's designed for a specific. I don't publish anything that I build on the workshop. Now, I might put something on the workshop that, you know, for like a friend to get, but other than that, you know, I don't publish any of my builds. Now I know most of my builds are, well, no, actually all my builds have been combat tested. The only ship that's really not designed for combat is a ship that I call the Twin Raven. Its specific role is totally different than anything else. It was designed to cargo, and it excels at that. You know, it's got some guns. Okay, it's not completely defenseless, but it's not designed for combat. You know, it's got some guns for mainly just for defense. It's designed to land on a planet, high gravity planets, and, you know, basically just mine the hell out of that planet, and load itself down with, you know, a crazy amount of resources, and then bring those resources back to your own base. That's what it excels at. It's a pretty nice little design too. It's so the overall shape of it would be considered more like a rectangle. Some neat little designs to it though, but nothing too elaborate. Come on. There it is. But that's what I mean by, you know, designing a ship for a specific purpose. Now, the Athena, yeah, it's just a flat out blow somebody all to heck type ship. And it doesn't matter if you're coming back in pieces. And that thing's been combat tested big time. As far as I know, it hasn't been defeated in combat. Now, she's had her nose bloodied all to hell, taking some serious damage in it. But even then, you know, it's still fully combat ready. Yeah, it might lose a few turrets. You know, I mean, you're going to lose some turrets. But overall, you know, it's the way that this ship is designed. It's very effective in combat. But the way this new design of this scenario, your kings of combat is more of your SVs and CVs. I don't know, that's what gathering up all this material here. I'm sure there's a faster way, but I haven't figured it out yet. This game, there are some really cool builders. They design some really amazing stuff. You know, a lot of people have taken those designs and put them into the game itself. So that's always neat to see. You know, hey, you know, here's a product of what this is something I designed. I made this, and now you're incorporated it into the game itself. You know, that's cool. Not a lot of games have that ability. You know, you design some wicked ship or whatever like that, or a base or whatever. You can actually bring that base or shipping into the game and go kill it. Fight against it. See how you do. If you get your rear end handed to you or what. Not a lot of other games have that ability. To me, that's pretty cool. Pretty amazing. It does take a while to knock these things out. But I need and want all these materials. That's the difference. Just a little bit. See how things go, but I've got this plan for tomorrow, Empyrion, but we might try out our new game that I just got. I think it'll be kind of cool. And it's a single player only, though. Who knows? They might make it multiplayer. I don't know. Called Distant World 2. Yeah, it definitely does take a while to tear one of these things down. I don't know if the CV one and CV version is better or not. Wow. Is it faster at tearing this stuff down or not? I don't know. Well, there's a tear down. We'll just tear this down. Go do something else. See if we can get in some fight. Go pick a fight. Just about done with this thing. Hooray! About done. It does take a while to do this. Closer. Hooray! Yeah, we'll definitely go do something else. Yeah, because this takes too long to really do anything. I've been doing this for most of the stream. We just need to feed this stuff into the factory, deconstruct some of it stuff too. More. All right, the only other thing I like to do. All right, we'll take off the structural integrity. All right, go up here, check the core. Yeah, quick. That. So there's an LCD screen. Some furnishings or LCD screen. Okay. I guess this is considered furnishings. There it is. The other one. All right, so we're not going to mess with that one because we're moving like really, really slow. Okay, so let's go to materials, decon. Oh, it's already got a bunch of stuff it's deconning already. Okay, materials. Oh, I didn't put it on the factory. Man, what I'm after is all this Xeno steel. The rest of it can actually be all deconstructed. I might save some turrets when I spawn it in. All right, let's see. 12. Oh. Huh. All right, go to fuel. Or decon. Now it's done. Head back to Fort Joy. Fly faster. Hey, how are you? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Go ahead and sort out our loot. Okay. Decom we can. Okay, let's go to Joy. You know, I'm pretty sure I have. Let's see. EMPs. Cruise. EMP. I'll save those for now. There, pretty much everything else can be deconstructed. Okay. Obviously, take a while to get everything deconstructed. Output. Where did I put that stuff at? Trade items? Yes. Okay. Output. There you go. Goes in there just for. So I need to save those instead of having to build them later on. Heavy laser, heavy missile. You know, on the Ravager and the materials. What keeps some of this stuff? Need a whole lot of it. There's that can be deconstructed. Okay, it's empty. Oh, fill completely up. There. Joy. More decon. I believe I can fly. Ah. Oh man. You know, we're gonna probably continue this tomorrow. I think we'll go ahead and call it a night. We appreciate everybody coming out and joining the stream with me. Hope see you tomorrow. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye for now.